Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. We're 500 feet above the streets of New York City. Where were we? Where were we? Where have you been, Hope? It's been 10 days. Well, that's quite the question this morning, that's for sure. And we're gonna answer that. But first, let me say good morning to Robert Cowling, who says good morning, Cupcake and crew. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, JMR369. Who else we got? Who else gets up nice and early on this fine? I think it's a Thursday. I don't know. I've lost track of days. Everything was going great. We were live streaming every day. I was getting ready for my daughter's 12th birthday. We had a lot of momentum, and then I had a crash of poo. A crashy poo on my electric scooter. Scott Watson, good morning, Open. All glad you're back. Well, I don't know if I'm back yet. I'll be honest with you. It's challenging to say the least. And I figured I would at least try to check in with everybody, and then maybe go lay in bed for another 10 days. Don't make me yell. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me raise my hand. Don't make me walk upstairs. Oh, my God. So here's the deal. Hey, good morning, Gail. How are you? So, we had a great live stream about a week ago, Monday. It was a lot of rain in the area all weekend long. Monday, there was still the remnants of a lot of rain. And I was like, all right, time to get everyone to school. So I put my daughter on the electric scooter. Phil D. Roll, getting cold up in these hills. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, Jennifer Ferris. Morning. Do we need to get you a helmet? Well, we'll get into that. The doctor yelled and screamed at me. She yelled and screamed at me for two things. She said, if you hit your head as hard as you hit your body, you would be dead. Your family would be donating your organs 2 days from now. And then she also said, can you pull up your pants? And I'm like, but I got to show you my injuries. We'll get into that as well. Jedi Grind, $10. Good morning there, GH. Well, that'll cover one of the 10 copays. Jedi Grind, thank you very much. No, it won't actually, right? $50 a copay. So week ago, Monday, we had a fine live stream, trying to get the kids to school, thinking nothing of it, getting excited. My daughter was going to have her 12th birthday right around the corner. A lot of rain in the area. Jumped on the electric scooter like I've done hundreds of times. And all of a sudden, I'm driving my daughter to school. And all of a sudden, I'm like, why is this thing going so slow? And there was some setting that was effed up, so I dropped her off at school. I'm like, I'll figure it out. So I was fiddling about outside her school, and I think I got it back into the right setting. So I'm like, all right, let me see if I can still get this thing up to 19 miles an hour. It goes to 19 miles an hour. So now I'm driving home, and I'm a little distracted because I'm trying to figure out if the electric scooter's okay. I get it up to 19 miles an hour. I'm like, all right. And now it's time to make a turn that I've made more times than I could count. So I lean into it. I'm leaning into my left turn. I'm going 19 miles an hour. I hit wet leaves. I'm on the ground within not even a half a second. I had no chance. All of a sudden, I was flying 19 miles an hour, time to turn, no helmet. I hit these wet leaves, and bam! I went down very violently. And I smashed the entire left side of my body. I couldn't brace myself because it happened so fast. Oh, I can't lift this arm, really. So I was up here like this, on the bars of the scooter. So I didn't have time to protect myself because it happened so fast. So my left ankle, my upper left leg, my ribs, my shoulder, and that was only part of it. So what happened was, all I remember was that I went down very violently immediately, and I'm like, oh my God. And then that's when the scooter decided, well, I'm going 19 miles an hour. I still got to stop. So now I'm on my side in severe pain. knocked the wind out of me. And then the scooter decides it's got to keep going forward. And that's when my right leg hit a fucking pole that's in the middle of like the sidewalk, because they don't want like bikes and electric scooters and cars and whatnot on this particular path. So my right leg slams into the pole. And that pulled my groin. I can't. Everything still hurts. I'm not going to lie to you. Everything still hurts. So, long story. Well, no, this isn't even the long story short. No, we got to keep going. So 19 miles an hour, left turn, wet leaves. I fall down violently. I hit my entire left side. And then what happens is the momentum now gets me on my belly. So now I'm sliding, and then my right leg smashes into a pole. At that point, I'm like, holy F, 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 holy F. I just kept saying, holy F, holy F, holy F, holy F. And next thing you know, a lovely lady grabbed me and was holding me like I was a baby and said, stay down, we'll call an ambulance. Stay down, we'll call an ambulance. I'm shaking like a leaf because of what just happened. And the first thing I'm thinking is, why is my podcast blasting? Because what I sometimes do is I put my phone with my podcast in my winter hat, and I listen to it because I don't really use headphones anymore because my ears are shot from all the years of radio I do. So for some reason, my winter hat went flying, my phone went flying, it's blasted my podcast, and the first thing I'm thinking is, what stupidity was I talking about that these people that have no idea who I am and don't give two craps about who I am, what are they going to hear? So the first thing I did was crawl and grab my phone and turn off my podcast. And now this lady's just holding me because obviously I'm in shock. She's like, we'll call an ambulance. We'll call an ambulance. I'm like, no, just let me lay here. Let me just lay. I'm trying to get my voice back. Let me just lay here. Let me just lay here. So I lay there for about 15 minutes. The lady is just holding me very lovingly. She's nurturing me. She's mothering me. She's like, we'll stay as long as you need. We're here. Just tell us what you need. Do you need the ambulance? I don't know. So I eventually go, I want to try to stand, because the first thing I'm thinking is I shattered my hip. I've never felt pain like that in my upper leg in my life. I'm like, holy shit, you broke your fucking leg, you idiot. And then I'm thinking, holy shit, I think you broke your ribs, you idiot. Holy S, what's going on with my groin? Holy S, my shoulder hurts. Did I separate my shoulder? So I'm like, I just want to stand. I just want to stand. So I stood up, and I'm like, okay, I don't think the left leg is broken, but what the fuck is going on with my right shin? That really hurts too. And what's up with my knees? And my elbows hurt, and the groin. So then I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I'm like, I think I want to try to get home. I just want to get home to my wife, if you want to know the truth. I'm like, I am so effed up. I just want to get home to my wife. So they stayed with me for about 15 or 20 minutes. I'm standing there. I'm holding on to something. And then I'm like, you guys could go, I think. And I go, by the way, you're not from New York, are you? They're like, no, we're from Texas. I'm like, yeah, obviously, because New Yorkers wouldn't stop and stay this long. They would be bothered by now. So I'm like, you guys could go. And then at that point, a guy with a leaf blower that I remember flying by at 19 miles an hour before I took the left turn on the wet leaves that knocked me down on the ground instantly. I said, dude, did you see that? He goes, no, but I saw everybody running. How are you? I'm like, I don't know. He goes, you want me to call an ambulance? I don't know. I'm like, what? That pole, was it like that? He goes, nah, it wasn't like that. I'm like, I did that. I fucked up this pole with my right shin. So then, these are my thoughts. My thoughts were simple. I'm thinking, if I call an ambulance, I'm going to be in a hospital in a hallway for the next 8 hours. 8 hours. I'm like, I just gotta get home. I gotta get home and we'll figure it out from there. So now I'm in a position where I'm like, how am I gonna get home? It's not gonna be an ambulance. I can't really walk that well. And then I'm looking at this scooter I'm looking at this scooter on the ground and I go to myself, I think I could ride the scooter home. At this point, I'm about a mile from home. I'm like, I think I could ride the scooter home. So a leaf blower man, I'm like, can you like lift up that scooter? He goes, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I think I could ride it home. Because all I need to do is lean on something, right? Oh my God, the comments are crazy, absolutely crazy this morning. So he lifts up the scooter, and I go, I don't think the scooter's broke. It's a little messed up. It is a little messed up. There's some stuff that is bent out of place. This story stinks. Then go somewhere else, Buster. Let me get rid of Buster. If this story stinks, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, when you're doing like the hate thing, what you do is you wait for a day where like it's just a mundane who gives a crap live stream. Then you hit the guy with the hate, and then he's gonna turn off his live stream and he'll think about you a little bit at that point, a little bit. But when it's something that I know doesn't stink and you're trying to tell me it stinks, it's just stupidity. It's just complete stupidity. All right. So I get on the electric scooter. I go no more than, I don't know, maybe 3 miles an hour. I'm going as fast as people are walking, basically. I'm leaning on this thing. My left leg is hanging off it, but then my right leg still hurts. I'm like, I want to hang both legs off it. And I get home, and I have to wake up my wife. And, it was emotional. I was like out of my mind. I was in shock. I was like, I just fucked up my entire body. She's like, what do you mean your entire body? And I'm like, well, let's take a look. Let's start with my left ankle. My left ankle is all scraped up as the ankle bone was just sliding on the pavement. And that was really sore and it was bloody. I'm like, well, I got this. She's like, all right, okay, all right. And then I pull up my pants on the right side. I go, well, and then I got this. It's a huge gash in my shin. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, that's not the, there's more. And then I show her both knees are just completely scraped up because that's when I fell. If you're just tuning in, I hit wet leaves going 19 miles an hour. I was on the ground like that. I never had a chance to protect myself, so I slammed the whole left side of my body. And then my body decided to turn and slide as I'm kind of on my belly. And then my right leg slammed into a pole. So I show her the knees. I'm like, they really hurt, and they're really scraped up. She's like, is that it? I'm like, oh God, no, that's just the beginning. She goes, what do you mean? So then I pull down my pants. My left upper leg, it was my hip, thank God, had a giant knot on it, and it was already bruising. She's like, oh my, I go, I think I broke my leg. I think I broke my leg. She goes, is that it? I go, no. My ribs are killing me. And I lift up my shirt, and there's just a knot on the side of the ribs. She goes, okay, that's got to be it, right? I'm like, no, my groin is killing me. I can't walk. My groin hurts like I did a split. She goes, what are you talking about? What the hell? I go, I don't know. I think I hit everything possible. And then she goes, that's got to be it, right? Let's go to the doctor. I'm like, my shoulder. My shoulder really fucking hurts. And I can only lift it this far. The shoulder is going to be the most problematic thing, I think. So we get to we started at the urgent care. We walk into the urgent care because I knew I could get x-rays immediately. If I went to the hospital, I would have been there all day before getting x-rays. And I was in no mood to be sitting around or laying around as they finally get to me. And so the doctor comes in, she's like, show me your injury. So everything I just told you, I showed her. She goes, ooh, that right shin don't look good. I go, that's nothing. Look at my upper left leg. And I'm pulling down my pants. And my wife's like, oh my God, you're showing your pubic hair. You're showing your pubic hair. And then the doctor said something like, okay, that's enough. But I want to make sure she gets a real good look at my leg. You know, she's a doctor. She's got to let me know how bad all this is. And my wife's like, your pubic hair is showing. I'm like, I don't give a crap. And then they x-rayed everything. And so the left ankle is bruised. The groin is pulled. The knees are very, very scraped. My right shin has a hairline fracture. I got 2 broken ribs. I got a deep bone contusion, I guess they call it, in my upper left leg. And the shoulder might be fucking, I don't know if it's separated, but there's a muscle that is torn that I got to go see a specialist for. And that's why I haven't been on the live stream in 10 days. And I've been, why is this like his telling a story voice? I'm not familiar. Why is this like his telling us? Lazy Law, I don't know what you're trying to say, Lazy Law. I guess you were going for some hate, but you were so excited to get your hate out, but that you couldn't even write it properly. All right, I got to go. Careful with those scooters open. Yeah, you think? And then the doctor looks at me. She goes, were you wearing a helmet? And I went, awkward. I go, I'm a child of the 80s. I don't wear helmets. We didn't wear helmets growing up when we were on our skateboards and our bikes and whatnot. So I don't wear a helmet. And that's when she basically said, well, you're lucky to be alive. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just some broken ribs and a fracture, hairline fracture officially of my shin, separated shoulder, bone contusion. She goes, well, look, as I look at you hit really, really hard. I'm like, yeah, I was going 19 miles an hour when I was trying to make a left turn. I hit some wet leaves. Yeah, I hit hard. We all know that. She goes, if you would have hit your head as hard as you hit your leg and your ribs and your shoulder, your family would be donating your organs 2 days from now. I'm like, oh, well, thanks for that knowledge. I don't know if I need to know that right now. So you suck. I got broken bones and bruises. I still could barely like talk without it hurting. I can't lift my arm. And this guy decides today's the day to tell me that I suck. Ow. Thanks, Buster. You're a treat. You must be a treat with all the people in your life. Oh my God, he's going for the hate, dude. Today's not the day to hate. Trust me, I'm suffering because I think haters want you to suffer. Trust me, today I'm suffering. I don't even think I could come back to this on a regular basis yet, but I figured I would try to check in and finally tell people what happened to me. So, Buster, today's not the day to hate. I'm hurting. Trust me. I'm hurting really, really bad. I only started sleeping well about 2 days ago because every breath, every sneeze, trying to turn over in bed was excruciating pain. So we're just kind of healing here. The right shin is all right. My upper left leg is it's all right. I feel like I could kind of almost, that's great. Kind of almost walk normally. My groin still hurts a lot because I guess because I actually went back to the accident site and I'm like, I think what happened was I slammed on my left. Then the momentum carried me forward. That's when I kind of rolled over onto my belly and scraped up my knees and my elbows. And then my right leg stopped everything when it hit the pole. And then when my right leg was hitting the pole, that put me into some ridiculous split. I'm too old and I'm the wrong gender to be doing splits. So that's problematic too. The groin fucking hurts. And as everything is kind of healing, I mean, my ribs are still on fire. I'm like, all right, what are you going to do for the? We don't wrap the ribs. We don't wrap the ribs. And by the way, this is the second rib injury I've had in less than a year. We don't wrap the ribs. I remember this from last time because, we need you to breathe. We need you to take deep breaths because you could get pneumonia. A lot of people that break their ribs, they die from pneumonia. So trust me, I've been taking my breaths. But then every once in a while, because it's kind of allergy season for the kid, although it hasn't been bad because I've been able to stay in the house, a sneeze comes on and I'm like, oh God, no. Oh God, no. What's wrong? I gotta sneeze. No, you gotta sneeze. Oh my God. Grab this pillow. I told my wife, one of the worst things I ever saw in my life, besides my dad dying. See, I can't laugh there. That would have been an over the top laugh, but I can't do it yet. Thank you, Darren Simpson. If you wonder if there are terrible people in the world, just look at my chat. I am hurting so bad, and these people will not give up on the hate for one stupid day. That's insane to me. So one of the worst things I ever saw in my life. There's the short list is burying my helping bury my brother's dog in the middle of winter after it got hit by a car. That was probably the worst day of my life. Seeing my dad die, believe it or not, might have been the second worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Over the dog thing, for whatever reason, I don't know. And then I think the third thing that was so horrific for me to see was my dad back in, 93 maybe. He had to have quadruple bypass surgery. And we went and saw him. And back in the day, they opened you up like Frankenstein. They took a saw and just cut you right down the middle and then pried your ribs open to get to the heart. They do that procedure a lot better these days. And my dad was recovering, and he had a cough. And to see my dad grabbing a pillow when his whole chest was ripped open for his quadruple bypass surgery, and now he's healing, and him just holding that pillow for dear life as he had a cough was one of the most horrific things I've ever seen in my life, believe it or not. Need a few pain pills? No, bad luck, Bart. I don't. I'm only on extra strength Tylenol, which I actually tapped out of. The doctor's like, well, we're gonna prescribe some pain medication. I think she was thinking Vicodin. I'm like, no. You're the pusher man. You ain't getting me addicted to Vicodin because of my scooter accident. No, what else can I do? So I went from being able to get pretty good painkillers to taking extra strength Tylenol because I didn't want to deal with the pusher man. I'm looking at her like, you're the pusher man, and my wife's like, will you pull your pants up? Your pubes are showing. And I'm like, but you're the pusher man. Well, kidding aside, man, I'm a very lucky guy. I came, I don't know. I mean, I even was measuring it because I slammed down. If you're just tuning in, electric scooter, wet leaves, no bueno. Taking a sharp left turn, no bueno. Done this a million times. That's what's keeping me up at night. I'm going through the accident over and over and over again. I'm like, but I did that exact thing hundreds of times and never thought twice about it. Why did it slide out this time? And violently crashed into the ground on my left side before I flipped over on my belly, and then eventually coming to a stop when my shin hit the pole. But I went back to the accident. I'm like, holy crap. I mean, my shoulder protected my head from slamming into the pavement. I'm a lucky person. And then, I've been bored. So I've been on Twitter and everyone's arguing about Trump and Kamala Harris. I'm like, man, you go through something that's as scary as what I did. I'm like, wow, I don't really give a crap about any of this stuff anymore. I literally don't give a crap about pretty much anything in life anymore. It was that close. And that's what's bothering me because, like, I've been stupid. I've been very stupid in my life. I never wore a helmet. I was pretty aggressive with my sports and my biking. Back in the day, the inline skating, the electric scooter, no helmet, just zigging and zagging. I used to grab onto delivery trucks when I was inline skating to get around the city a little bit, just stupid crap. I had somebody open up a cab on the wrong side of the street. Everyone knows you open up the cabs next to the sidewalk. This idiot from wherever she was from opened it on the wrong side. I went flying over the door. I was able to jam on the brakes dramatically, and I think that's what made me go over the top of the door. That was many, many years ago. So I've done stupid shit. I've been very, very lucky. I had another scooter accident where a bolt broke, and the bar you hold on to was useless. So now I'm on like a skateboard, and that was a few years ago now, where I tumbled and came to rest on my back. That one I just had some like crap on my hands, very superficial injuries, but that was the one where a guy screams, "Holy shit, did you see that?" So my point is, I've been stupid, very, very stupid, but not in recent years. What really, really bothers me about this electric scooter accident, only 10 days ago, is that is the surprise that it happened when I wasn't doing anything stupid. I was just doing a left turn like I've done a million times, but there was some dumb wet leaves that I hit perfectly, and it slammed my whole body to the ground violently. That's what's been keeping me up at night. How ridiculous, the accident was, because I honestly wasn't doing anything wrong. Did witnesses help you or ignore you? It's NYC. Oh, John, yeah, you're just tuning in. A lovely woman, and I was kind of bummed. And to be honest with you, I even went on Twitter. It was a shot in the dark, and I was putting all sorts of hashtags in. I was trying to find this woman. I wish I got her number, her name, anything. She was I don't know. She was an older woman, maybe 60. There was another woman and a guy, and they stopped, and she was holding me like you would hold a child. It was obvious I was in shock at first. And she's like, "Don't move, stay on the ground. We'll call an ambulance. We'll stay here as long as you need. What do you need?" I'm like, I don't know. And she couldn't have been cooler. She didn't give a shit. She's like, "You want me to hold you?" Or she just started holding me. She knew I needed some kind of comfort. And to answer your question, John, when I was finally able to stand up, because I wanted to stand to see how bad everything was, I'm like, I think you guys could go, because at that point, I'm like, there's nothing else they could do, because I got to figure out how to get home at this point. I go, "You guys aren't from New York, are you?" She goes, "No, we're from Texas." I'm like, "Yeah, because New Yorkers wouldn't stop." I think New Yorkers would stop, but they would also be annoyed how long they have to wait around. And then they walked off. I made them laugh a little bit by saying, "Yeah, you're obviously not from New York because you guys, stopped." And they had a good chuckle. And I'm like, I wish I could laugh with you, but everything on my body hurts. But I wish I got their name, because this lady was absolutely amazing. She didn't have to do anything. I crashed down. I didn't even know those people were, like, obviously very close to me. I had no idea. They could have snuck away while I was face down in the mud, basically. But they stopped, and she did the right thing, and gave me a little faith in humanity, if you want to know the truth. And then the leaf blower guy that works for the city coming, running over. I'm like, "Was that pole like that?" He's like, "Nah." I'm like, So I'll probably get a bill from the city as well. It wasn't just the shin that fucked up the pole. It was also the scooter slamming into it. So, yeah. So how's everybody else? Was it one of those electric scooters? They're annoying all over my city. Demon X says, yeah, I understand they're annoying. And mine only goes up to 19 miles an hour because I think starting at 20 miles an hour, you could get pulled over by the NYPD and get ticketed. I think they allow up to 19 miles an hour because I've been obsessed with my electric scooter. Like, why does it only go to 19 miles an hour? So, who the scooter man? Oh, what's up, bad luck, Bart? Word in the street is 55-gallon drum challenge is blasting out of your phone while you were laying there. Tommy Fowl, Tommy, don't. For real, I'm not. I think I'm going to try to do another live stream on Friday. Is Friday tomorrow, and then maybe we'll be back at this hopefully next week. You are a useless eater. What the hell does that mean? Hope you start feeling better. Oh, thanks, Matt. I'm definitely feeling better. I actually started walking around because I've been like just laying around. So I started walking around because I got to keep my energy up and stuff. And then in there, we celebrated my daughter's 12th birthday. I only started feeling more like myself, like I think 2 days ago. But I definitely stepped up for her birthday. I think I did. Thanks, George. Take care of yourself. So ribs still hurt a lot, but I could at least roll over at night. So, I was not sleeping at all because, when you can only sleep one way, you don't realize this. When you can only sleep one way, and in this case, on my right side, you wake up incredibly sore 2 or 3 hours later, and then you just want to turn over. Who else has been through this? I know a few of you have. You just want to turn over so you can go back to sleep. And I literally could not do that without excruciating pain. And even sleeping on my right side was very problematic. But I'm now like tossing and turning and rolling around in bed, so that's good. Deep breaths still hurt. And honestly, what sucks is this. I can't lift my shoulder more than this. Ow. So I gotta get that checked out even more. It's obviously a muscle tear, which sucks because I think everything else will heal. She's like, doctor's like, 2 broken ribs. That'll be 6 to 8 weeks of pretty good pain. So I'm gonna subscribe some Viking. No, you're not, Pusher Man. But I'm a lady. I know, but I'm thinking of Steppenwolf. You're the Pusher Man. Yeah, I chose not to take any real painkillers, which I don't know. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have dipped in, right? Melatonin's my friend. A little microdosing has been my friend. All right, guys. Got a huge number, but I got to get my kids up. Because, what I learned is nothing matters in this world. Nothing matters in this world. Well, my last words as I'm laying there. Trump. Dude, what are you doing? Why are you? What are you doing? God, why are whatever. Have none people who have been hit by cars while riding their bikes. Have none people who have been hit by cars while riding their bikes. Thanks, Mike Bolf, for that. Mike Bolf. All right. Let's get out of here for today. Let's get out of here. Time to put the scooter away now. Hope they are stuntman. That's a stuntman business. Well, no, I'm gonna get a helmet. I actually rode the scooter yesterday. I rode the scooter yesterday. Get an electric bike instead. No, I'm actually really scared of my scooter. I'm going to get a helmet. I All right, guys, I gotta. But you got a huge number. I don't care about the huge number. I don't give a crap. I will try to live stream tomorrow, but I gotta wake up kids. I gotta get them to school. Trying to get back into a regular thing over here. Damn, joined late, missed what happened, but hope you're okay. Well, Vinny, all these live streams could be heard on my podcast, Opie Radio, the audio version. So wherever you get your podcast, you subscribe to Opie Radio, and you can listen to these in the car. All right. Noted. Will not cook ribs for the next stream. You should, Jennifer. That would be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. John Cord's giving me $10. Feel better, my friend. Thank you, John. Greatly appreciate you. Sorry about your Phillies. Your stupid Phillies. Go, Mets, go. Go, Mets, go. All right, y'all. I know I have a big number, but I don't care. I got to go. We'll talk maybe tomorrow. Thanks for listening to my nonsense. Bye.